Today I'm revisiting another old 3D Collectathon slash platformer game because I just love those old 90s 3D platformers. They're just so fun. I grew up playing so many of these games. I love Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Croc, Banjo-Kazooie. All those games were just so much fun for me, and today I'm covering another one called A Bug's Life. Yeah, A Bug's Life, you know, the one that was a movie made by Disney and Pixar. Yeah, the game that came out with it is actually really good. So let's talk some bugs. So the story of this game actually follows exactly what the movie does. Flick is out to find tough bugs to fight these grasshoppers that are coming and trying to force them to harvest grain for them. And basically you get to reenact a lot of the movie's best scenes. You get to fight a lot of the same bosses like Hopper, the bird, and you get to actually build the bird from the movie. So if you've ever seen the movie, you get to basically play the movie. There's a lot of attention to detail in this game as far as the enemies, the surroundings, you know, especially for the time. You know, this game was coming out when Spyro and Crash Bandicoot were coming out, and I feel like this game took my attention from those. I was really playing this game a lot when I was a kid, and it's definitely a little bit lower of a budget game. You know, it probably doesn't look as nice, but there's a lot of love and care that went into this game. You even get to act out the climactic ending of the movie with the final showdown versus Hopper, which is epic in the rain, and the music is going crazy, and it's just super intense and really fun. The presentation in this game just makes it feel so big. I remember playing this game and playing through all these levels and being like, wow, these are like some really open world, you know, areas. And you guys, you know, nowadays probably laugh about that, but for me, like, I would, especially in one of my favorite levels in the game where you actually get to build the bird from the movie when you're trying to scare off the grasshoppers when they come back by controlling that bird. In that level, it's so open, and I just remember gazing at the very top of this tall tree in the middle of the level and just looking out, and obviously you can't see much because there's a lot of popping and everything, but for me, like, that was a great feeling. It just felt so open and so free to play this game. If you don't like the movie, the gameplay is still very good in this game. There's great progression, great difficulty, and a lot of different challenges that go along with it. The game's got about 10 levels with 3 different boss levels as well as a couple bonus levels. And basically, like I said already, each level basically plays out a different scene in the movie. And the objectives that you have to 100% complete each level is collecting all of the grain tokens. So basically just collect all 50 pieces of grain. Collect all the letters that spell out Flick, so F-L-I-K. And you also have to completely kill all the enemies. Now, the caveat with that though is you can't just kill them, you have to kill them with what's called the gold berries or the grain harvester. And basically what these do is permanently kill the enemies so they don't respawn again if you were to backtrack and stuff in the level, which, not to digress too much, but yeah, a lot of the levels were so open and everything that you had to do a lot of backtracking. There's a lot of different ways you could go, especially like in the second level, you're actually in the tunnels of the anthill. There's a lot of different branching paths and everything, and so the game in that regard is really awesome. It just felt really open, and there is backtracking and stuff. Not too much that it's annoying, but enough that it's cool, because then that way the worlds feel more alive. At least for me, I don't like games that are just super linear. Like, that's one thing about Crash Bandicoot that I didn't really like, is that it is so linear. But a game like this, it's a little more open. It's linear, yes, but you also have to do a lot of backtracking. But anyway, getting back to 100%ing levels, so like I said, collecting all the grain, collecting all the Flick tokens, and then killing all the enemies. And to kill all these enemies, you have to get gold berries. So there's 5 different berry colors, and these are actually how you attack. One of the ways you attack. And you start with the red color, it's just the standard color, and it actually can't even hurt grasshoppers or flies. And then you can upgrade this to the blue or super berries, green homing berries, the purple mega homing berries, and then finally the gold berries. And you do this just by collecting the tokens in the game, or actually finding the berries on the map. Now the way you are traversing through these levels is pretty cool. You actually work with seeds, and there's different colors of seeds and different levels of seeds that build different plants. So basically the first one you have are the brown seeds, which give you a mushroom to bounce on, a propeller, a dandelion to fly, and then a cannon that launches you up in the air really high. Then you have the green ones, which are just basically making plants or flowers that let you kind of climb up higher to get up certain cliffs and things. There's blue tokens, which give you buffs such as invincibility, giving you health, giving you a bubble shield, which can absorb damage, and then a super jump. There's purple tokens, which give you the berries. So that's one way you can actually collect and get the gold berries, is you can collect these purple tokens, and once you get enough of them, you can actually grow your own gold berries. Otherwise, you can actually find the gold berries somewhere on the map. It's just another way to do it though. Also, there's the yellow seeds, which actually give you turrets, which is freaking awesome. In the actual level with the bird, I remember when I was playing through this, I actually killed it with the turret. So basically, you can upgrade this turret to have different color berries. So it starts with blue, and then you can upgrade it all the way up to actually gold berries, which is awesome, and it just will automatically fire for you. So yeah, suffice to say, there's a lot of different gameplay elements, and there's a lot of different challenges that you have to do to get 100%. And this game really felt open for me. It was very open world, it was very inviting. It really gave you a sense of exploration and everything. And for the time, this was a lot. This was a really big achievement, and that's why this game is so fun to play over and over again. I can't end this video without talking about the music, and the awesome just voice acting in the game is just literally hilarious. I love Flick's voice acting and his sayings.
Bye bye, Buggy. Oh yeah, nice.
And the music is very lighthearted and fun. And then those boss battles are a nice contrast because they're so intense. So basically, my point is each level's theme is really supported by the soundtrack. To the circus troupe having the accordion and horns, to the city level having the super fast percussion and car sounds with sirens and horns, make it feel so large in scale, but really there's not even that much there if you really think about it, but it makes you feel like it is, and that's what's most important.
Yeah! Little and big city. Super Barrel.
I mean, how could you hate this game? The characters are so cool.
That tickles. It's okay. You can jump on my tongue. That tickles. Oh, that tickles.
But either way, guys, whether you liked the movie for this game or not, this game is a gem. It's one of those really awesome, great, old 3D Collectathon platformers, and I think everyone should give it a try. I think you can actually pick it up on PlayStation Network, so maybe they would even remaster it. I doubt it, but that would be really cool. I'm actually working right now on a video on ukulele, so now a classic take on the old 3D platformer. So I have some interesting thoughts on that game, and I'm curious what you guys think. So either way, I'll see you guys in the next video.